Continue to challenge the next competitor. Got it? Shall we meet our first competitor? Let's bring him out.
Everybody, welcome back to Press Start 7. And we're kicking off the second half with a Super Smash Bros. Gauntlet. And first out is Wario. Sean Thorne here in the broadcast position, joined by Martin John. Martin, how are we doing?
Sean, it is a pleasure to be behind a broadcast booth with you once again. But more importantly, this match might be the most important match of tonight, because we all know the one-up heart has huge consequences for the landscape of attack pro wrestling.
Well, we've recently seen that one-up heart be used to bring Nico Angelo back from the wilderness. What could we see, the one-up heart, which has had a little bit of an upgrade since Nino Bryant held it?
Yeah, a little bit more budget going into the one-up heart.
Yeah. That was being used for important stuff. Let's get a bit of spend behind it. Ricky Reagan in the ring as Wario.
But who will kick this match off with him now? It's father and sunflower!
Of course. I mean, look at those mallets. The mallets are looking dangerous.
They sort of look a little bit like Ric Flair and my mum coming to the ring with these goats.
It's a spot-on assessment. I did see Sonny the Sunflower sporting a robe in the backstage area during the interval, and I did wonder whether there was some sort of Ric Flair action going on, but no, the mallets signify that it is the Ice Climbers, obviously prominent characters in the Super Smash Bros. Series.
Now, it's worth pointing out, Sean, really, with all the stakes on the line for this one-up heart, all of these competitors are in a severe disadvantage in a Gauntlet rules match.
Well, yeah, I mean, are the Ice Climbers fighting as a duo? Are they one competitor here? Is this a triple threat?
I think we're about to find out.
It's very good Wario action from Ricky Reagan. So Wario's got an interesting task on his hand here, because he's got two sunflowers welded mallets to contend with.
And Father and Sunflower have been a very effective duo in Attack Pro Wrestling to date.
And that's without the fetching dressing gowns.
Which could only enhance their strength, I believe. And here we go, Wario just sort of taking stock of what he's seeing. The inseparable Father and Sunflower.
And then Wario having enough of the theatrics. Goes straight for Sonny the Sunflower, who sends the younger Sunflower into the midsection of his father.
With gusto.
And now the hat's gone off. And I think Ricky, his sight is now going to be set onto the one-up heart. And I think one of the petals of just flew off there with the velocity.
But you see Ricky Reagan there with that muscle up, that pure strength.
And now he's going for the mallet. This is going to be bad news. Sonny the Sunflower.
The high flyer of the Sunflower family.
Oh! It's caught.
Plucked out of the air. And like nothing, Sean.
And as we've said all through tonight, as now Wario just absolutely hammering Sonny the Sunflower. Whilst there is frivolity, whilst there's fun and games, the stakes are still high. There is a one-up heart up for grabs, which gives whoever welds it a second chance.
And that is a second chance at anything, Sean. It's the most powerful item in Attack Pro Wrestling in our weird and wonderful world.
It's an extra life. You know, what you can use it for is the limit of your imagination. And I worry about Wario's imagination here is with that mallet. And old Papa Sunflower there in the nick of time.
And you've got to point out the strength of both of these guys. They're picking up those mallets, which must weigh a ton.
Yeah, they're sizable pieces of business there.
And the DDT from Wario.
Wario planting old Papa Sunflower and the DDT.
Sean, are there ever phrases you never thought you'd ever say in your life?
It's being in the wrestling business, mate. Everything's on the table. And now here comes Sonny the Sunflower. Oh, and that's a big elbow straight to the petals.
With the strap.
I really hope there's a long spell in this match, because I'm really enjoying a lot of this Wario business. As much as I love Father and Sunflower.
Off with the moustache!
No, wait, hang on a second.
What, is that even legal?
I could have sworn that was a shoot tash.
And this has gotten serious very quickly. Oh! And there is just no way.
No.
This is cruelty.
And now the eyebrows have gone as well.
Sean, this is deplorable. Our ringside official here really needs to step in and
a systematic dissection of Wario's face here from Father and Sunflower. And now here comes the orange whip. Oh, sending those ice climbers into each other now. I think Wario is going to be pretty angry about the Tash and eyebrow situation.
We've seen this before. And Wario
has been eliminated.
Eliminated from this gauntlet match.
But that's not it. It's not over. Plenty of Smash Bros characters still to come.
This match is just beginning.
Holy jeez.
And Brendan White is a massive an individual. He has to be the favorite going into this match.
And that's not even Bowser Brendan White. I would put as a favourite. Just normal standard Brendan White is a favourite going into any match that the workhorse steps foot in. But Bowser Brendan White.
Oh, I mean, that's the stuff of nightmares, Sean.
That's truly terrifying.
I'm a grown man and I think I'll be sleeping with the light on tonight.
I think, you know, even the Father and Sunflower, you can see by the mallets that the fear is gripping them, trembling. Oh, start swinging, fellas. Start swinging.
I don't even know that's going to help them, Sean.
That is something else. I've seen a lot. Not in the shell, the protective shell of Bowser.
And just having no effect.
Oh, that'll do it. Get him right on the schnoz. Now these ice climbers really trying to wail away.
Just trying to chop that tree down.
But now Bowser just coming back. Bowser starting to fire up.
And you do not want to let this man get any momentum here, Sean.
No, because you don't even know if he's in his final form yet.
Shot to the toe. You've got to chop down that tree. And that's exactly what the Sunflowers are doing. The Hurricane Rana.
Oh no! Oh no!
The mask is off.
Oh! Bowser's been unmasked.
Oh, what a kick straight to the face there. Oh, and I don't care how big you are, a kick directly in the face, Sean. That'll put the biggest man down to his knees.
Well, Brendan White has been unmasked.
They're giving him too much. They're just giving him too much time here, Sean. You've got to stay on someone like Brendan, a competitor like Brendan.
I was going to say, you don't want to let Bowser recharge. And oh, here we go. Fire up the party cannons, because we're having a body slam party here. Courtesy of King Bowser, aka Brendan White. Look at this. Just he could go all night.
Those Bowser body flat. They'll hear that in the Koopa Kingdom. I'm telling you, Sean.
Slamming sunflowers till the sun rises. Not tiring a single second. Each body slam having the same velocity as the first.
I'm getting tired just watching him, Sean. Oh!
Stacking they flowers up, and now shell first into old Papa Sunflower. And that's it. The body slam party keeps Bowser in the match.
Bowser taking out 2 competitors by himself. Hey.
Who is Bowser going to be fighting next?
It's Ryu!
Oh! Whoa, here we are. Look at them kicks.
And if there is anybody capable of taking out Bowser, it has to be Ryu, Eddie Dennis. Eddie Dennis not having the return to Attack Pro Wrestling so far he ideally would have wanted. He's been slipping on a banana peel of Nino Bryant as of late.
Those two have been locked in a little bit of an adversarial dispute. Nino Bryant, of course, who's the last holder of the extra life.
And it makes me wonder, Eddie Dennis going into this match, knowing that Nino Bryant held this extra life before him, is that an extra motivation coming in here tonight to one-up his student? Shoryuken uppercuts.
Oh, now right out of Bowser's mask. Oh, I wonder if we'll see the Hurricane kick. Eddie spamming that Shoryuken, and Bowser in a whole lot of trouble.
It's like watching competitive esports. Backed him into that corner.
Oh, just again caught that protective shell of Bowser. And oh, the black hole slam. That could be it.
A monstrous black hole slam. I have no idea how Eddie Dennis kicked out of that.
Many a time we've seen Brendan White not only win matches but win championships.
And you just know he wants that one apart. Imagine what Greedy Souls could do with that one apart. Again, that shell.
Shell coming into play once more.
You know, I thought Brendan's size, power, and just aggression would be his biggest asset in this match, but that shell is really, really coming in handy for him.
I think Brendan's back is pretty indestructible with or without the shell. And
oh, the shell is off!
Brendan's been de-shelled.
Like a prawn. Like a prawn.
Good night.
An enormous crucifix powerbomb, and that's got to be it.
And Brendan White has been eliminated from the Smash Bros. Gauntlet.
And this blows this entire gauntlet wide open here.
You've got to think that who's going to come out next? Oh!
Is it too late for me to put a new favorite in this match? Now, for everybody watching at home on the live stream or on demand, you cannot get a sense of just how big Mulligan is until you see him in person.
We're going to see he's going to be stepping up to Eddie Dennis.
He is a giant of a man. Most recently acting as James Ellis's mercenary, but tonight he competes for the one-up heart. Both gauging each other out here.
That's a good jump from Mulligan.
Great height, great clearance there.
Hey, here we go.
And we're starting.
Oh, Mulligan. Oh, no, Mulligan. I thought it was only going to be a matter of time. I think Mulligan thought we were fooled by the disguise. Here's Mulligan all along.
Oh no! But we keep saying this, Sean. You know, it's press start. It's a fun. It's all about, you know, Attack Pro Wrestling is all about fun. But when it comes down to it, these guys are competing for a serious prize, and Mulligan is a serious man.
And I appreciate Mulligan's effort to the press start frivolities a lot more than some other people have done this evening. I'm looking at you, Chips McSwings. And Eddie Dennis with that huge Shoryuken, which has been for him thus far this evening.
But you know, I heard Mulligan cancelled his own birthday party, Sean. That's a sort of fun-loving guy he is. A huge uppercut there.
And that one is rocked Mulligan.
But not for long.
Oh, and now Mulligan with a Shoryuken of his own.
And these are just two big men laying huge haymakers on each other here. And you've got to think one of these has to be a blow that could put someone down for the count here, Sean.
Well, whoever gets the final blow is probably going to be the favourite to be victorious and proceed in this match.
But there's a question for you, Sean. Who do you think the hungriest competitor here is? Is it Mulligan looking to prove something and step out of that mercenary kind of shadow he's put himself in? Is it Eddie Dennis?
Mulligan's a very, very, very impressive competitor. Absolutely massive, 6'7", but he has been in the shadow of the brilliance James Ellis, some would argue, thus far in his Attack Pro Wrestling career.
And likewise, you could argue that Eddie Dennis, it's almost moved into some sort of obsession to surpass Nino Bryant here in their little series that they've had, which they're currently one apiece on.
Well, they've got that master-student dynamic. The Eddie Dennis trying to teach Nino a lesson in their last match, but he's going to be wanting to teach Mulligan something here, that there's one dominant big man in Attack Pro Wrestling, and his name's Eddie Dennis. Going for the clothesline now. Mulligan starting to find some momentum. He hits Eddie with a huge clothesline. And this is when Mulligan gets super dangerous, when he starts to cook like this. Big slam on the way. Can Eddie get out of it?
Oh, huge. And that's got to be it, Sean. That's got to be it. Somehow Eddie Dennis finding the wherewithal to kick out there.
And Mulligan almost like caught Eddie on his side there. That would have driven the entire wind out of him. And you can see that Eddie just struggling to get to his feet. When you've got no air in your lungs, there's not much you can do. And it's a bad place to be against someone like Mulligan. With the goozle now.
It's huge. I mean, the size of those hands, it's like a baseball mitt.
Well, who's going to be coming out on top of this?
These are two incredibly evenly matched competitors.
Mulligan muscling off that arm of Eddie Dennis, but to no avail. Both of them locked in the goozle.
And that huge knee just further driving that wind out of Eddie Dennis.
And this will do it as well. Chokeslam up, incoming. No, here comes Eddie. Roll up. Oh, and he catches him.
Now, by any measurement, that is an upset to see Mulligan drop out of this gauntlet. And this blows it wide open.
Wait, now here comes Mulligan.
And you just hate to see this, Sean.
It's not really in the press start spirit, but as we said, when there's big prizes on the line, tempers are going to get frayed. And we've seen Mulligan just totally lose it here. Just absolutely hammering Eddie Dennis.
Yeah, we need to do something here. Someone needs to get out of here and stop this.
But this is what happens when you've got a competitor like Mulligan on your roster.
He's singing our ring crew to sleep, Sean. Sean, I'm getting quite sleepy here at ringside, all of a sudden.
Is he trying to just calm and soothe Mulligan with the Jigglypuff song? Maybe it's somewhat working?
Is this some sort of horse whisperer dynamic that they have? And there we go. Oh. That is the basis of James Ellis's dynamic with Mulligan. It is the way James Ellis has taken shortcuts to Attack Pro Wrestling.
That's Mulligan's Jigglypuff song right there, and there's the Queen's face in his back pocket. Ta-da, all the best. And now there's a prone and broken Eddie Dennis in the ring with the brilliant Jigglypuff, old Brigglypuff in the ring.
And just... James Ellis might have this sewn up here. Eddie Dennis is a side sleeper, and that will not be...
No fighting moves are super effective on a Jigglypuff, in Gen 1 at least.
I have seen some things in wrestling, Sean. I've seen some things tonight.
I think Brigglypuff might be up there with my favourite things. If you're not a Pokemon fan and you're watching on the stream, you're going to be a little bit confused. But Jigglypuff has a magical song that sends people to sleep. If you hadn't gathered that already.
Sean going for the tell, don't show approach here tonight.
Jigglypuff now sent into the corner, hung all upside down by Ryu, and now Jigglypuff trying to get outside the ring to catch its breath. Now it's going up top. Can the balloon Pokemon do something here to try and secure victory in this gauntlet and secure an extra life? Sort of like a Hadouken from Ryu. Catches Jigglypuff coming in. Next stop driver.
And that could send Jigglypuff to sleep, Sean.
And it does. Eddie Dennis secures an extra life. In that.
And this
maddest match is
huge.
I've seen.
It has huge ramifications for the landscape of Attack Pro Wrestling. With that one-up heart, Eddie Dennis can do pretty much anything he wants to do. Is it a title shot? Is it bringing in a mystery partner? Is it even bringing someone back to Attack Pro Wrestling, just like Nino Bryan did?
That's it. Jigglypuff nonsense aside, that one-up extra heart is going to be a game changer for Eddie Dennis in Attack Pro Wrestling.
And he has gone through some of the toughest people in Attack Pro Wrestling to get it.
It was a great showing from Eddie Dennis, even amongst the madness. He did overcome Mulligan, Brendan White, Jigglypuff.
All the heavy hitters.
All heavy hitters.
To be the one-up heart holder. And we saw how powerful this was for Nico Angelo for his benefit. We talked that 2024 could be the year of Nico Angelo, but could it be the year of Eddie Dennis while he's holding that one-up heart?